שלום וברכה מוריי ורבותיי, שלום וברכה. בעזרת השם בזכות הצדיק רבי חיים פיטו, בזכות כל הצדיקים, הקדוש ברוך הוא בעזרת השם הוא bless our holy קהילה וברכה והצלחה בסייעתא דשמיא גדולה. מלכה דרם וברכתה וזכייתה נמיות בעזרת השם הצדיקים, הקדוש ברוך הוא בעזרת השם will spare us שפע בלידי. May all our prayers be accepted ברצון, and may he bring all of us to a personal גאולה and a גאולה for all כלל עם ישראל. אמן כן יהי רצון בעזרת השם. הנה רבותיי, ברוך השם, today we got to the day of Monday. And as we know, Ramak says that every Monday, the day of the Sfira of Gvura takes charge. Now, Gvura in its essence is strength. And strength is very beautiful because strength, if controlled and if brought towards our favor, we can reach to great success. But on the other side, strength, if it is against us, it can bring us to a place, chas v'shalom, of falling down. Every Monday, Rabotai, as we see in our world, Kadosh Baruch Hu introduced into our life many challenges, many tests. And that is that strength that we have to overcome to channel it towards us in our favor, in our interest, in order to take advantage of the shefa that Kadosh Baruch Hu already brings down to the world. So now, Botai, we're thinking about something that we really believe that is one of the biggest problems in this generation. And especially on a day that challenges come to our attention, to hold on to this thought and to give us strength to go through them. Now, but we find that in this generation, the biggest problem that young, we thought it was only young, but young, older, everyone faced the same challenge of not finding peace or not finding a place where they are comfortable within their life. Last week, a young boy came to us and he spoke to us, and his words that he was telling us really stuck with us throughout the entire week. He said, you know, Rav, I feel that within my life I'm very lost. So we asked him, he says, what do you mean you are very lost? You're lost in what? So he says, my entire life I'm searching and I'm searching and I'm searching. And he used a sentence which is incredible. He said, you know, Rav, I feel all my life I'm soul searching. And I never find a place where I am ragua, where I am calm within myself. And it reminded us of a beautiful story of a big Mekubal that wanted to teach his students a lesson. And this is a lesson about that we all need to hold on to ourselves. He said one time there was a Mekubal that needed to transmit something within the eyes of his students in a manner that they would be able to apply it. So he had an idea. He took them to the field. And when they arrived to the field, he said, I'm going to make an act where I will stamp this within their hearts. He went down on the floor and started to search in the weeds and in the grasses. So students were looking at him. And he said, Rav, what are you doing? And this big Mikubal, Kodesh Elyon, is on the ground, on the floor, and he's moving leaves and moving trees, and he says, Mechila, my students, I am looking for something. So the student says, do you need help? So they said, no. Please, don't help me. And this big tzaddik continued to start searching between the weeds. Half an hour passed, 45 minutes passed, an hour passed. The student sees him. He's still searching, he's still looking. So the student, he said, Rav, what did you lose that you're looking for so long? So he says, I don't know. He said, what do you mean I don't know? Did you lose something in your home? Did you lose something in the Bet Midrash? Tell us what you lost. Maybe we can try to find. So he got up and he said, you know, tzaddikim, I want to teach you a lesson. In life, even if we don't know what we lost, and even if we don't know where we lost it, even if we didn't lose anything from the first place, we are always searching. And the search never ends, regardless of if we lost something or if we didn't lose anything. So the fact that I'm looking in the field for something, maybe I didn't even lose it, but in life we always need to be searching. So the students, they said, Rav, please give us an abbreviation. Explain to us what you mean. So that Mo looked at him and he explained the concept of where our neshama comes from, where our core comes from. And that is why that boy, last week when he told us, I'm soul searching, it really resonated with us. That Mo, he said, you know, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu created man, he created at his core something so pure and something so beautiful, but something that also came from a very, very powerful place, from a higher place, Neshama Kedusha. He said, you know, the Neshama Kedusha, being our source of life, as long as our source of life is not happy, and as long as our source of life is not satisfied, we will always feel the need to search and always need to satisfy. And until we don't come to the place of bringing our neshama, bringing our soul, which is our core, to a place of satisfaction, it doesn't matter if we will lose anything. It doesn't matter if we found, if we have, or if we don't have. We will always feel the emptiness and the need to search. And that, Rabotai, is a lesson we all need to hold on within our life. Unless we don't bring our neshama to a place of being content, we will never be content within our life, and the smallest problem will become the biggest problem, and the biggest happiness won't feel that joyful. Because within our core, as long as that place is not happy and satisfied, nothing will matter. And we'll always be, like what this young boy said, soul searching. We'll always be in a place that we're looking for something else to make us happy, something else to give us joy, something else to give us pleasure. But the pleasure doesn't come from that. A person that is looking for happiness will never find happiness. A person that is always searching for money will never find enough money. A person that is looking always to have good food will never find enough good food. Because the search itself is not being put in the right place. And this, Rabotai, brings us especially to the period of time that right now we're leading up to. We're leading up, Rabotai, in a few days, in a few weeks, to the Chag of Shavuot, the holiday of Matan Torah, the holiday of celebrating the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us such a special thing, the Torah Kedusha. But you know, Rabotai, we have to remember that this period of time is not just a time of celebrating of what was given to us in the past. As we know, Rabotai, the Zohar HaKadosh says that every Shavuot there's a day of judgment. A day of judgment for what? Not a day of judgment as we all perceive to be something negative. Your judgment is negative. No, what is judgment? It's accounting. HaKadosh Baruch Hu accounts what worked, what didn't work, who took advantage of the bracha that it was given to, who didn't, and as a result, it makes adjustments. So it's not a day of negativity, but a day of opportunity, where depending on how we could prove to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, look what I did with the bracha that I got. Give me more, I'll be able to do more. It's a day, mamash Rabotai, of great opportunity within our life. So you say, you know what? Because we know that the day of judgment and the day of opportunity really of our life is Rosh Hashanah. So what is really being judged or accounted for on Shavuot? So we know what the Zohar HaKadosh is our neshamot. We're depending on how we prepare our neshama, and depending on how a person treated his neshama the 12 months prior to Shavuot, will be how HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bless that person's neshama in the year to come. As we know, about the neshama is the source of life, the source of zivug, the source of mazal, the source of parasha, is the source of all the bracha within our world. So leading up to this Shavuot, we all need to start to be more conscious of something that should be the core and at the center of our life, which is our neshama kedusha. And if we were able to do so, we will end this search and come to a place of being truly content within ourselves. So Be'ezat Hashem, the Mirat of Tzadikim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give us the ability to be able to find our own neshama by feeding it, by nurturing it, by taking care of it, by coming close to what our core desires, which is Torah Kedusha, which is the feeding of light within ourselves. And as a result of that, coming to a place of complete happiness, regardless of where we are, regardless of what we lost, regardless of what we have, regardless of anything. Be'ezat Hashem.